So part two, unless I can figure out how to merge these together because your girl is not technologically skillful at all. And when I got up for just a second, instead of hitting pause, I hit stop. Part two. We are talking about the September Goddess Provisions Always Brewing Magic cauldron box. We talked about the tea lights. They spread. And then we got this little cute mystic cauldron. Very cute. It is a very thin metal. So aside from burning like your tea light in it, which that is what I burned it in, anything else you put in there, I highly recommend that you put a base layer of sand or salt or something, because it is going to get hot. I do not recommend it for charcoal discs. Sorry. Do not recommend for charcoal discs. And I think, what did I burn in here? I don't remember what I had in here, but the heat has already changed the color on the inside. But it's cute and I like it. And I'm amassing a tiny cauldron collection. And so I'll add that to that. There was a Sacred Spirits ritual kit. I don't think I did a ritual with it. I think maybe I just... Oh, okay. So I did put some salt in here, and I put a charcoal disc in here, and I made like an ancestral incense blend out of the items that were in the kit, which I think was like frankincense resin, some holy holy basil, maybe some rosemary. There was like 3 or 4 packets of stuff in there, and I just kind of mixed it all up together with my mortar and pestle and sprinkled it on top of the disc and let it burn. And that's I used this little cauldron for it, and that I'm pretty sure that's what changed the color in there. There was also a Simmer & Company Be Divine Simmer Potion that smelled amazing. I love simmer pots. I love to make a simmer pot. We're getting into the time of year where it's practical to have one going because as the weather cools off, our windows are open less, and it just makes it more effective to fill the house with that scent. And I love that one. It was great. And then we got a giant smoky quartz point, which I keep beside my bed. And last but not least, October's Embrace Transformation box. The lunar calendar, we got the pretty coral colored lunar calendar by Seed of Creation. That is hanging up in my bedroom, so right before I go to bed, I can look and see what phase the moon is in and kind of spend a little time meditating, thinking about any rituals that I might want to do. That is already hanging in there. And then we got another box from Stupa. These are the Fire of Transformation incense sticks. These were not yarn. And they did have a bit more of a scent to them when you burn them. They were still very, very lightly scented. When I burn incense, I want to smell it. Like I want it to make an impact. And so I did reach out to this company. You can't directly buy from them. There is a shop on Etsy. So Goddess Provision says that this box is a $15 value. There is a shop on Etsy where you can get the boxes of their incense for $11.11. It's Heart of Himalaya US on Etsy if you're interested in going to check that out. Again, you can't buy directly from this company. I think it looks like they work with vendors and you can sell their products in your own storefront. So I don't know if ordering from someone else would be you would get a more highly scented product, but the ones that they did for Goddess Provisions were not impressive. Um, Ethereal Embers. I still have all 3 packets because I have yet to go to a bonfire, and I live in town, and there's a lot of trees around my property, and it's frowned upon to have bonfires in my general vicinity. I'm gonna make a small fire at some point in time. I have to. Or I've got some huge boxes out there in my storage building that they need to go away before they become spider and snake homes for the winter. I found a dead snake underneath my garbage can the other. Thank God it was dead. I love the imagery and the meaning and the influence of snakes, the live creatures. I don't want them. I don't want them. But it was just a baby rat snake, or Texas brown snake, I think, because I looked it up. I was like, what is this? And do I really need to be worried about mama? But he was thoroughly dead, upside down, and everything. So, poor little baby. Anyway, Ethereal Embers. So Disco said you can get pretty much the same effect by throwing pennies onto a fire. These are supposed to have different colors. I think Stacy said that she used them in hers. They only lasted for her a couple. I don't remember if she said a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes. Like it wasn't a long time. There it says it's supposed to last for up to 10 minutes. I don't know if that depends on how hot your fire is. But she said she kind of really wasn't impressed. She got green and blue, I think the colors were in hers. But I have not had a chance to mess with these quite yet. And then last but not least... Oh, no, not last but not... So we had the Mystical Musings Divination Diary. So this is cute. I do love the detail on this. This is probably also... I'm not sure if this will be a gift for my daughter or my daughter-in-law. I'm going to have to contemplate on that for a little bit. The pages inside are just regular pages. So this is a Goddess Provisions box or product, and it has a value of $25. This is what they are currently selling it in their shop on the boutique for. You can go to their Etsy shop and get it for $21.25. But if you're going to be over on Etsy, then there are, I hate to say better, but you can get like more detailed and with the like vintage pages and whatnot. There's all kinds of shops on there that larger books. There's other books out there for the same price point. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to come back to thoughts on Etsy because some of y'all have heard me say that it's not great. But let me come back to that because then we also had the Aura Cacao mushroom drink. And for those of you who have not seen, I did a live tasting, and it was different. It was not a taste for me. I made the mousse out of it, which I thought would have been a little bit more palatable. It wasn't horrid, but it was not for me. There was that. So going back to the Etsy thing real quick, I am trying to, don't get me, I like Etsy. It much better than Amazon as a place to shop if you are trying to support local artists or um, people that are trying to get their product out there. It's great, but I have been hearing some things here recently about how Etsy it does not treat their artists very well. They have to pay fees for everything. Like each item they list individually, there's a fee for even posting it on your page. Um, and I want to say they take a good chunk of the profits from that. So I'm trying to make a shift over to a new sellers platform, which is called Maker's Market. Um, it's fairly new. They don't have compared to Etsy, they don't have a lot of products, but what they do have looks to be the layout is quite well. I don't like that you can't search for individual artists on there. Like if you find a shop that you like, you can't go on there and search for them. They make it kind of difficult to find specific shops. So maybe they'll change that in the future if people request it. But a few of the makers that I'm interested in checking out after the holidays, because yeah, we're coming up on the end of the year and I'm gonna have to pay taxes pretty soon. There's one called Hemlock Park, and it seems to be a lot of botanicals. There's candles, there's bath bars, there's bath salts, there's a bunch of stuff that interests me. So in that general apothecary type genre, there's Hemlock Park, there's Among the Flowers, Wild Botanicals, and Zen Zone. And that was just some of the items that I had, or some of the sellers that I had seen on there that spoke to me. So Maker's Mark, if you haven't heard about it, Maker's Market. Maybe I need a drink today. If you haven't heard about it, go check it out. It seems like it's going to be a pretty big deal, and from what I understand, they treat their artists quite a bit better than Etsy has come to. So, okay, huge unboxing, two-part, so it'll break it up a little bit. I'm trying to look and see. I went through everything on my notes. Tell me if you got any of these items, if you did anything special to them or with them, or if you had any thoughts on some of them, just please leave a comment below. I will also link the first video. If I can't get them merged together, I'll link the first video where we go back over the previous stuff before the video cut off, because I'm stupid sometimes. I hate like coming to the end of a video. I really never know how to close it out. Like, how do I just stop talking? I don't have anything else to talk about. I'm just like, here, okay, whatever. So just remember, all of these little bits and baubles, they are just accessories. You are all the magic that you need. I love y'all. Bye.